A lesson on ratios. A ratio compares values. A ratio tells you the number of parts of one thing compared to the number of parts there are of another thing. Here the ratio is 2:3. There are 2 blue squares to 3 orange squares. 2 parts are blue and 3 parts are orange. The way we say it is the ratio of blue squares to orange squares is 2:3, but it's written 2:3. Note that ratios can also be written in fraction form, so if you're told that the ratio is 2/3, you should say it in the same way. The ratio is 2:3. So whenever you see the word ratio, you're thinking something to something else. Ratios can be scaled up, just like fractions. In this example, there are still 2 blue squares to every 3 orange squares. So even though there are more numbers, the ratio is still 2:3. 2:3 is equal to 4:6. So the 2:3 has been scaled up to 4:6. Now these are called equivalent ratios, and you use the same rule as you used in fractions. In other words, you multiply or divide by the same number. So for this one, we just multiplied both by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now, as with the fraction problems, you could be asked to find the missing number. So what's the missing number here? 1 to 4 is equal to 5 to something. Well, what did we multiply the 1 by? We multiplied it by 5. So you've got to multiply the 4 by 5. And your missing number is 20. You can be asked to calculate the ratio. Now you'd be given something like this. We know the ratio is 28:12, but you must write that in the simplest form. So all you do is you look for the highest common factor of 28 and 12, and you divide both numbers by that number. So in this example, we've got to divide both of them by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So the ratio is 7:3, and you can see that there. 7 blue squares to 3 orange squares has just been repeated 4 times. There were 45 members of Tahi's Kappa Haka group. 27 of them were girls. What is the ratio of girls to boys of her Kappa Haka group? Well, firstly, you need to work out the number of boys. 45 minus 27. That's 18. So the ratio of girls to boys will be 27 girls to 18 boys, or 27 to 18. We must write this in the simplest form, so look for the highest common factor, 27 divided by 9 and 18 divided by 9. So your final answer will be the ratio of girls to boys is 3:2. Now if we take a closer look at that ratio, the ratio of girls to boys is 3:2. That means there are 3 parts girls to 2 parts boys. How many parts altogether? Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. So if you were asked for the fraction of girls, not the ratio, what fraction of the group are girls? Well, there are 3 parts girls and 5 parts altogether, so it'll be 3/5, or 3/5. What fraction of the group are boys? 2 parts boys, 5 parts altogether, so it'll be 2/5, or 2/5. Now it's time for that checkpoint. Go online and look for the ratio checkpoint and do it until you get 100%.